It's important to understand that the mind cannot be controlled by the mind itself. Many of us experience a constantly active mind, which can lead to suffering and struggle in our day-to-day lives. However, it's important to realize that it's not you who is suffering or struggling with anything. After watching this video, you'll begin to perceive these mind attacks in a different way and hopefully be able to transcend the mind and its illusions. You don't have to wait another 10 years to understand what I'm about to share. When these mind attacks occur, they often begin with unwanted thoughts about the future or memories of past experiences. It's important to acknowledge that these thoughts are not necessarily coming from you. You may feel like there are two entities in your brain battling against each other, causing discomfort, worry, and stress. But this is just an illusion that you have fallen into believing. Instead of trying to control the mind, it's important to accept that thoughts will come and go. You are not your thoughts, and thoughts are not you. Although it may not be fully evident in your direct experience, recognizing this truth can help you avoid getting caught up in the cycle of battling with the mind. By transcending the mind and its illusions, you can free yourself from unnecessary suffering and begin to live a more peaceful life. I urge you to listen carefully and observe what I am about to point out in the remainder of this video. You don't need to believe in what I'm saying. Instead, try to notice what I'm pointing to in your direct experience. You are not your mind or body, but rather the awareness that allows everything to exist within you. You are formless, without image, feeling, or shape, and the mind cannot create you. You already exist without any concept, imagination, thought, or words. When the mind isn't active, notice what's left. Don't think or label what's left, simply be present in the moment. Why is this realization important when it comes to mind attacks? The truth is that thoughts are not happening to you. These mind attacks are not happening to what you truly are. Instead, they are just happening to more thoughts. The one who believes they are suffering from constant mind attacks is just another thought. It's important to realize this truth. For example, when the mind becomes active and starts rambling, recognize that it's just another thought. Don't get caught up in the cycle of believing that you are the one suffering. By recognizing the illusory nature of the mind, you can free yourself from unnecessary suffering and live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Let's talk about anxiety, fear, shame, and all those thoughts that can overwhelm us. But who are those thoughts happening to? If you are the awareness of what's happening, how can those thoughts be happening to you? Yes, those thoughts may send a feeling to the body that you believe is you, but aren't you also aware of this feeling? Without even trying, you are effortlessly aware of everything that's happening. But it's all happening to no one. You may ask, what do you mean it's happening to no one? It's clearly happening to me. But who is this me that you believe it's happening to? When you say, me, where does your attention go? Where does this me exist in your experience? Are you referring to the body? But you can't be the body because it's within you. Realize that the body doesn't think. The mind has created the me. It may be saying it's the body, but if you go and look for it, you won't find it. It's a creation of the mind, the ego, and that's the only place it can appear to exist because it isn't real and it isn't what you truly are. When your mind is very active, it's literally just the mind arguing and fighting against itself. And because you give that so much attention and energy, it just continues. Because you may believe that your identity is with the mind, these thoughts have a pull on your attention. But by recognizing that they are just thoughts happening to no one, you can loosen their grip and find more peace and freedom in your life. Keep in mind that trying to stop the mind with the mind is counterproductive. The truth is, you can't. Many of us struggle with an overactive mind throughout our daily experiences, but it's not actually you who's suffering or struggling with anything. Now, you will begin to perceive these mind attacks in a completely different way. Hopefully, today you will be able to begin transcending the mind and its illusions. For example, a thought may arise about the future that you don't like, and as soon as that thought arises, you might think, "Why am I thinking about this? I don't want to think about this." You may even begin receiving thoughts that talk about the knowledge you have learned. However, you are not your thoughts. Thoughts are just happening. Even though it's great to know that, you don't actually see it to be true in your direct experience fully yet. We begin battling with the mind, telling it to stop thinking, etc. It feels like there is a you in the mind and then some other thing that's going against you in the mind. That's usually how mind attacks work. Such attacks won't stop, and you begin feeling uncomfortable, worried, and stressed. It's a mess, but it's all just an illusion you have fallen into believing you are a part of. Remember, you cannot stop the mind by using the mind. You're just adding more fuel. So, what do? Just be. Fall back into what you truly are as consciousness awareness and just be here. It's an effortless thing. There is no doing involved in being. Don't try to do anything, just be and notice why you're aware of these thoughts happening so effortlessly. You don't have to try to be aware of thoughts, you already are. You are already aware because it's what you truly are. It's your natural state of being. You don't need to try to be natural, you just have to notice it and decide to stay there instead of with the mind. Allow the mind to flip out, know that it's not happening to you. Nothing can happen to awareness. Even when the body feels pain, it's not you that's feeling it. It's the body that feels it, and you are the awareness of those feelings. You are formless. You can't be located because you are everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Embrace the opportunity to deepen your understanding of yourself as pure awareness. When you see the mind attacking, instead of trying to resist it, become curious about it. Ask yourself questions like, where is this thought coming from, or, who is it that is feeling anxious right now? By observing the mind attack, you can begin to distance yourself from it and see it for what it is, just a passing thought. Remember, you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are just a byproduct of the mind. You are the awareness behind the thoughts, and when you realize this, the mind's power over you decreases. You become the observer of the mind instead of being controlled by it. So next time you experience a mind attack, take a step back and observe it. Don't try to suppress it or push it away. Just notice it and remind yourself that you are the awareness behind it. With time and practice, you will find that the mind's grip on you loosens and you are able to live in a state of greater peace and clarity. When the mind starts rambling, don't resist it. Instead, welcome it as an opportunity to expand your inner space and grow. Don't try to change your thoughts or focus on anything with form. Instead, direct your attention back to your true being and disidentify with the mind. With this approach, your thoughts will naturally align and change on their own. Meditation can be a helpful tool, but it's important to understand the purpose of meditation. You're not supposed to meditate to stop your thoughts. Meditation is something that happens naturally, and your role is simply to be aware of it happening. So, when you meditate, just allow everything to be and come and go effortlessly. Remember, when you close your eyes, the external world disappears, and you can go within to find what you truly are. Allow yourself to just be, and soon you will realize the truth of your being. I hope this video has provided you with some insight into the nature of the mind and how to transcend its constant chatter. Remember, you are not your thoughts or emotions, you are the awareness behind them. By simply being present and noticing what is happening in your direct experience, you can find a sense of inner peace and clarity. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content on personal growth and spirituality. Also, feel free to share this video with anyone you think could benefit from it. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts and experiences. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.